A very good morning, class 10th. Hello, learners, how are you? And finally, we are on our last lecture that is from the chapter that is our environment, right? So, that is our first lecture from this chapter, and what we have to discuss this time in this chapter, that is ecosystem we have to cover, environmental problems we have to discuss in this chapter, then ozone depletion, waste production and their solutions, and last topic which we have to discuss is biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. These all topics which are mentioned by CBSE for this year's 10th exam that we have to discuss. Today I am going to take first topic with you, that is about the ecosystem. When we say ecosystem, right, definitely we are talking now other branch of the biology that is totally with relating to the environment. So everything that surround us in an is environment. We know that everything that is we are living in an environment now, but that environment, is it only include non-living or living things? No. Environment is a combination of both living, which you call as biotic components, and it is a made up of other component which is called non-living. जैसे कि आपकी एयर हो गई, राइट. दीज आर द नॉन लिविंग components which are called abiotic components. So our environment is combination of two, living and non-living components. Now the question is, but we are going to discuss about ecosystem. Then what is ecosystem? ये तो environment हो गया. Ecosystem is interaction between these biotic and abiotic component. Always remember, mug up करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आपके environment में two main components they are present, and that components are living and non-living. When these living and non-living in components they interact with each other, this interact with living, living interact with non-living, then that is known as ecosystem. That is called ecosystem. So in an ecosystem, now living components, all they totally only interact with the abiotic? Don't they interact with each other? Definitely, because living components they depend on each other. एक फॉरेस्ट में टाइगर भी है, एलिफेंट भी है, जिराफ भी, आपका डियर भी है. दे आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन ईच अदर फॉर देयर फूड. देयर इज कॉम्पिटिशन. सो इन एन इकोसिस्टम, living components they also interact with each other. They depend on each other for the food, and which further give rise to food chain and food web, which is the second lecture of our this chapter. But right now our concentration is on the ecosystem. So whenever in the exam you have to define the ecosystem, then always write. Don't just mug up the definition. You can write within your own words also, that all the interacting organism in an area. अब इंटरैक्टिंग ऑर्गेनिज्म है तो इंटरैक्टिंग लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म भी लिख सकते हैं हम. सो ऑल द इंटरैक्टिंग लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स इन एन एरिया टुगेदर विद नॉन लिविंग components of the environment form an ecosystem. Or simple or most simple one is interaction between living and non-living component that form ecosystem. Example is your forest, pond. These all are ecosystem. Forest is your land, pond is your aquatic. So these are the ecosystem example. Interaction, again one more time I am repeating it for you, that interaction of organisms, of living organism together with the non-living components of the environment, it forms ecosystem. Now types of ecosystem are generally, we categorize them into two types. One is natural and one is आर्टिफिशियल. नेचुरल मीन्स जो ऑलरेडी नेचुरली एग्जिस्ट करता है. द इकोसिस्टम विच एग्जिस्ट इन नेचर ऑन इट्स ओन. फॉरेस्ट आप बनाते नहीं हो. फॉरेस्ट एग्जिस्ट इट्स ओन. Ocean exists its own. These are the natural ecosystem. Artificial, which is made up by man. Man-made ecosystems. They are known as artificial ecosystem, like any crop field. Suppose you are making aquarium at your home, then garden. You are making it, so that is now you are making a garden. Butterfly will come there, birds will come there, you are putting the seeds, so they are interacting, right? So this is the artificial. Then humidity, air, that is going to affect your plant, so that is the interaction. So this is artificial, man-made ecosystem, aquarium, crop field, garden, and natural, forest and ocean. And you can add on multiple examples. Now when we talk about that, what is ecosystem made of, I think now you are clear. You can very confidently say that it has two components. One is abiotic component and one is biotic component. Abiotic includes your air, water, land, or you can say soil. Then biotic component, it contains plants and animals. Now here you have to put your concentration. Plants and animals. Now they are further, this biotic component is further divided into three: producers, consumers and decomposers, जो recycle करने में help करते हैं. Producers. Now, producers, we know that plants are there, but I will discuss them later. Consumers can be your herbivores and can be your carnivores. Or they can be omnivores and they can be parasites. Herbivores, you know that, which depend on the plants for their living, and carnivores which eat flesh, and omnivores which eat both, then parasites which live inside the other's body. So these are what? These are consumers only. So decomposers which feed on the dead plants and animals. They actually, their major role is in the recycling, replenishment. So biotic components, they are having plants and animals, which further divided into producers, consumers and decomposers. So let's start with the abiotic components. Air, water, land, light, temperature. These are the multiple examples of abiotic components, right? You can add rainfall, you can add soil, you can add minerals. These all are abiotic components. What about the biotic? As in the biotic, what did we write? Plants and animals. Now, plants, animals, then bacteria, fungi, they form the biotic components. But we have divided them into three. That is, जब भी कभी components को divide करना है आपको biotic components को, we can divide biotic components into three categories, main three categories. That is on the basis of nutrition. First one is producers. All green plants and blue-green algae specifically, which is also known as cyanobacteria. They can produce their own food using abiotic components, which you call them as the autotrophs. So they can synthesize their own food, and I don't need to tell you here that which process they will use. Definitely with the help of photosynthesis, because they synthesize their own food. Therefore, they are called producers, right? Now, consumers, all the animals or the organism which are dependent on the producers, either it is by directly or by indirectly mode for their food, they will be known as consumers. Now, which kind of consumers they are? Are they herbivores? Are they carnivores? Are they omnivores? That we have to see. Herbivores, only they are plant eaters, like goat, deer, cow. They only eat rabbit, right? So you can write multiple examples here. They all are grasshopper. These all are herbivores. Carnivores. Carnivores which obtain their food from the carnivores. They eat flesh. They are called flesh eaters, like tiger, like crocodile. They are not direct plant eaters. Omnivores, which eat both plants as well as animals. That is the humans. Humans is the examples there. Last one is the parasite. Parasite, they will live inside the body of other animal or other plant, and they take food from it. Like you know that lice, it grows. If you recall, lice जो होती है, lice किसके ऊपर grow करती है? Lice जिसको जूं बोलते हैं, that grows in our hair and it gets nutrition by sucking our blood, right? Cascuta is very commonly name of Cascuta in the India. It is known as Amar Bale, and this is a plant. Can you see this brown portion? This is whole, this portion which is totally trapping this plant, and this is a parasite, and it depend on the other plant for food and water, right? It depend on the other plant for food and water. So these two examples we can mention in the parasites. Last one, which help in recycling, which are the cleaners of our environment. They are the decomposers. Finally, plants dead ho jate hain, animals they died. Ultimately, these are the ones which decompose the dead plants and animals. They are bacteria, there is fungi. If they will not be there in our environment cycle will not be completed, and it will be the most polluted one. So definitely you need decomposers in the cycle, because they help in the replenishment of natural resources. दोबारा उसी को replenish करते हैं, recycle करते हैं, which are very helpful for cleaning our environment. They decompose on dead, decaying organisms, and they release the minerals, they broke down the complex material and help in the recycling, right? So this is all about our today's lecture, in which we talked about the ecosystem. In next lecture we will take food chain and food web. But here what you can try yourself, that is so important, right? So you can try what is an ecosystem, right? And then definition of ecosystem is clear to you now. Then one more thing, sometime it is you should know, that is who coined the term. That I will tell you, that who coined the term ecosystem. It was Tinsley. This term ecosystem, it was introduced by Tinsley in 1935, right? That you can mention in your NCERT and in your notes also. Then sometimes there is a question like, what is man-made ecosystem? That is your artificial ecosystem, right? And give example. I think you can easily give example. Then you can define environment from this topic. We are very clear with the environment, that what is environment, right? And then example, you can give example of temporary and permanent ecosystem. अगर quickly आपको मुझे example बताना हो, what will you tell me about the temporary? You have seen lots of ponds, rain fed ponds. This is a temporary ecosystem. Forest, it is a permanent ecosystem, right? So these questions you can try your own from today's lecture, and next we will take about the food chain and